You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Thursday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
You couldn't escape the news yesterday of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce getting engaged, but the internet did some great work and found this old interview of Travis Kelce where some lady asked him the question, you know, like F, marry, kill?
Yeah.
She changed it up where it was like kiss, marry, kill.
Okay.
And his answers. Ooh.
You gotta play this game.
What is it? Kill?
Kill, marry, kill.
Ariana is
Okay,
kill.
okay.
Unfortunately, love you, but you're gone.
Okay.
And then Taylor Swift would be the kiss, and then Katy Perry. What's the last one?
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry would
Marry.
be the
Marry,
Katy Perry would be the
He's
marry.
like, yeah.
I hope this comes up in an argument one day. Why don't you just go live with Katy Perry then?
Do you think he's had to try and spin it? Like, first of all, crazy how fast he's like, I'll kill Ariana Grande. Like,
Yeah, true.
very quickly. But do you think, like, he would try and spin it and be like, babe, I just didn't think at the time there was any way I could ever marry somebody as cool as you, so I was willing to settle for Katy.
I'll tell you this, Taylor Swift and Katy Perry are never going to tour together.
No, never ever getting back
No
together.
collaborations or anything. They're going to get in an argument one day and she's like, why don't you just go to space with Katy Perry?
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Do you know that Oreo once tried to build a Oreo vault?
What?
A vault. So there's the Svalbard Global Seed Vault. It's this thing that's in Norway that is designed that if the world ever goes to hell from like a nuclear war or some sort of pandemic or whatever, that we can go to this seed vault and it'll have the seeds of all the world's like most important crops, flowers, plants to start trying to repopulate the world fauna in terms of plants. Oreo tried to set up a similar thing as part of like a marketing stunt, where Oreos and recipes would be kept in a similar vault for
I mean, that's a
future
funny idea,
generations.
but isn't all the ingredients on the package anyway?
Well, but I mean, I'm sure there's, different, what's the mix, what's the recipe, how does it all get put together? The whole thing was a marketing stunt, but it did make me think, if I was going to build a doomsday vault, I would want Oreos in there.
They expire, though.
Do they expire? But how long do they last? I feel like I've had Oreos for a chunk of time.
You're going to get some hard-ass cookies.
The thing is, though, is the world has gone to hell, right? The nukes have fallen. I need something that's going to get me by. I can't be eating those ration packs every single day. So even if the cookies go bad after like 6 months, that's 6 months where I'm going to have a half Oreo every day and try and remember the good times.
I mean, Twinkies is the right answer. Zombieland taught me that.
Can I say something? Twinkies are not good. We've convinced ourselves that they're good because they could survive a nuclear bomb. But Twinkies, and I say this as somebody
hurt you?
I say this as somebody who worked in a convenience store my family owned where we had Twinkies that had been on the shelf for a good long time. They might be okay to eat, but they're not good after a while.
I disagree with you. If I'm making a doomsday shelter, it's filled with Twinkies, all that Hostess crap, some peanut butter, you got water, toilet paper, and then all you need is booze, dude. It's the end of the world. You might as well drink. You know?
When some people talk about like doomsday prepping and stuff like that, it's like me and my family have to survive long enough to be able to re-enter the world and repopulate the human race. And you're just like, what if we just got blitzed every night?
Yeah, let's just forget about it, you know? Let's try at least. What do a lot of people do when they have a bad day?
Just imagine walking in. Here's your shelter. It's got 3 walls covered. One's covered in like ration meals. One's covered in tickets for using the toiletries. And then one's just covered in beer.
To quote the late, great Jimmy Buffett, pour me something tall and strange, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. We're probably going to die anyway.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Lorna, what would you have in your doomsday vault?
What can you drop in your car and go back 6 months later and it's still good?
A lighter.
A McDonald's French fry. That's going in my vault.
Just a wall full of McDonald's food?
You got it.
You know what? You're actually right. I've seen those experiments online where they leave like a burger somewhere for like 2 years and it's still good, not even moldy.
Yeah, exactly. So at least we know we can always have McDonald's.
You hear the sirens going for the end of the world, you just hit up the drive-thru and get a bunch of McDoubles.
55 burgers, 55 fries.
You know it. You know it.
That's the move.
Imagine just starting your day in the post-apocalyptic world. I wake up every morning, I unwrap a McDouble, and I start my day.
Yeah. You know how your kids are always asking for you to take them to McDonald's? They won't be.
Now, a lot of people are texting in. I want to get your thought on this. That one thing that they would need to have in their doomsday vault, because you mentioned having a wall full of booze, people are saying that they would need marijuana. They would need weed.
Yeah. I mean, I guess depending on how you store it, make sure it doesn't get moldy or anything, you could be good.
Here's my question, though. If you have a limited supply of food, like you only have what fits in the shelter and that's it, is it a smart idea to bring in something that's going to make you go through your rations faster?
Indica only, and that way you're just always forever sleeping.
It's constantly sleeping your way through the apocalypse.
You need a bunch of indica, and you need, like, enough cartons of cigarettes. I mean, if there's any time to start smoking...
Oh, absolutely. Listen, I'm 2 years quit. I'm very happy with it. If we got the news today that the bombs were dropping, I'm going to the nearest gas station and I'm buying some export gold.
I am cancer boxing the hell out of that vault.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It's John Fogerty week here on the station, and I got to apologize. I forgot yesterday was Wednesday. Didn't censor out any songs, so let's do it today.
Yeah.
And we're not going to do any CCR songs because we did that a few weeks ago. This is John Fogerty solo songs only.
Right. If this week we're celebrating John Fogerty, then the focus should be on the man himself.
I mean, the first one you always think of is Center Field, right? And that's pretty easy, but...
That's going to get you ejected. I'll tell you that right now.
But it works really well for the third verse of that song. Now, one of my dad's favorite, I keep using like my dad's favorite songs for this, but one of my dad's favorite songs
Just trying to ruin it for Rick.
is Blue Moon Nights.
Oh, okay.
Want a girl to take me by the follow me right down the line. Hold me gently while we all my blue moon night.
Take something wholesome, makes it real greasy, you know?
It really does turn it around quick.
And if you've never heard it before, John Fogerty has this really cool song called I Saw It on TV, and it talks about various things in history of like seeing the moon landing and stuff, and he also talks about like watching the Beatles perform on TV for the first time.
Okay, yeah.
We could change that up and make it seem a whole lot better.
Cause poor guys from England took us all by the it was time to laugh, time to sing, time to the band.
Gives a whole different meaning to the British invasion, you know?
That's not I saw it on TV. That's I saw it on the hub.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Hey, you need to get in shape fast? Want to look your best? Tired of the other guys getting all the chicks? Are you tired of being a 90-pound weakling?
Yeah, I only weigh 90 pounds.
Then bulk up quick with Weight Gain 4000.
Are you looking for a protein fix?
Protein.
Well, look no further. Tim Hortons has apparently got you covered. They just recently launched protein lattes as of yesterday.
Well, I mean, I already do go for all of my supplements at Tim Hortons, so this is perfect.
They say it's a caffeine boost with an added 17 grams of protein in each cup.
Is it just me, or is that not a lot? Like, I had one of those Boost breakfast things this morning because I kind of slept in, and it had like 30.
Well, I mean, let's get real. If you're being health conscious, Tim Hortons isn't probably the place you want to go.
Yeah, imagine. You know what? Give me one of the protein lattes and a Boston cream donut.
Protein latte and a farmer's wrap?
Oh, I mean, you got to clear your schedule.
Oh, my God.
You're going to need to take some time off work. That's the power laxative
That
right
is
there.
a caramel-flavored enema for like $5 right there is all it is.
Flush you right out.
I mean, the idea is nice, but I feel like a year from now, we're going to find out that there is no health benefits from this at all.
Well, I think it's more just a case of like, it's... Okay, you're going to get 17 grams of protein. And listen, most of us are protein deficient. You should absolutely probably have more protein in your day. But what else is in the latte? Because it's probably a bunch of sugar and a bunch of other things you don't need. Like, there's better ways to get protein intake. And I'm not knocking Tim Hortons. I'm sure it's fine. But, like, serious nutrition people who track things like their protein intake are not hitting the Tim Hortons drive-thru for protein.
Trying to make your gains and Timmy's. It just kind of reminds me of how, remember like 20-something years ago, we all thought Subway was so healthy?
Oh, dude, if you eat a 6-inch Subway sandwich every day for the rest of your life, you'll be fit as a fiddle.
Not even. We believed like one creep told us that he ate 12 inches of bread every single day. And we were like, that checks out.
Yeah, seems totally legit. Look at how big those jeans are.
Turns out we couldn't trust that guy at all.
Turns out he may have had an ulterior motive.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Hannah, what's something you thought was healthy but turned out not to be?
First thing that came to my mind was Gatorade, because, like, you know, when you're sick as a kid or, like, you're playing sports, whatever, you know, like, you're told to drink Gatorade, it'll rehydrate you, whatever. And then as I got older, I'm looking at the ingredients and I'm like, holy crap, there's so much sugar in these things. And
Is it in you? Yes, absolutely. And it's taking up a lot of space.
Yeah, yep.
I mean,
Very
let's
wrong.
get real. Anyone sweating any sort of color, that should have been the telltale sign
Right.
that it's not good for you.
Yeah, I mean, that and amongst other things, but...
The truth was in front of us the whole time.
I still don't even know what electrolytes are, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's just another ploy, but that's another story.
You know what? Someone else texted it in milk. Like, we were always told to drink your milk when you were a kid, and it turns out you didn't need to do that at all.
I mean, listen, it's not that milk is necessarily an unhealthy thing, but if you have too much of it, it can be bad. And meanwhile, yeah, you don't need 4 glasses of milk a day to keep your bones together.
So many, like, various snacks. Like, someone texted in veggie straws. Another person texted in rice cakes, granola bars.
Dude, I used to feel like such a good dad feeding my kids veggie straws because it's their veggie straws. I'm like, wow, my kids like this. They're eating healthier snacks than I do. No, they're not.
Nutri-Grain bars.
Nutri-Grain bars. They are delicious. I still stand by that. But you're just eating a Fig Newton with better branding.
Even we were talking about bread. Someone said my mom used to just buy whole wheat bread because it was healthier.
Oh, yeah. All these people that'll tell you, like, oh, yeah, as long as your bread is covered in weird seeds and nuts, it's good for you.
The biggest lie is breakfast, though.
I thought as a kid that every cereal was healthy regardless of what it was.
Oh, cereal in general, yeah. That's the whole reason why breakfast is even popular, is because of big cereal.
Like, you would look at those TV commercials during Saturday morning cartoons for, like, Corn Pops, Captain Crunch, Frosted Flakes.
Part of your balanced breakfast.
Part of your balanced breakfast. They put it out there next to some toast, eggs, and some orange juice.
In a muffin.
A little muffin, some fruit. Fruit's not even good for you either, apparently.
Turns out Fruit Loops doesn't even have fruit in it.
I can't even have a glass of orange juice without having to check my insulin.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Yesterday, we briefly touched on the tragedy that happened at Burning Man. If you didn't hear the headline, it is Burning Man Orgy Dome completely destroyed by winds. We figured, you know, that has bad puns written all over it.
Yeah, if you're going to use the phrase Orgy Dome, we're going to make jokes about it.
So I'll start off here. Headline, Burning Man Orgy Dome completely destroyed by winds. Man, that blows. We'll have to find another tent.
Burning Man Orgy Dome completely destroyed by winds. Who knew Mother Nature was such a prude?
Burning Man Orgy Dome completely destroyed by winds. Probably saved a few guys from a burning manhood.
Well, in the same vein, Burning Man Orgy Dome completely destroyed by winds. It's crazy because dome at Burning Man is actually a leading cause of a lot of diseases.
Oh, we might get in trouble for this one.
Yep.
Burning Man Orgy Dome completely destroyed by winds. I always wondered how intense Burning Man was.
Burning Man Orgy Dome completely destroyed by winds. The dome could have withstood the wind if builders hadn't kept their eyes wide shut to the building codes.
What?
You know, the movie about the orgy with Tom Cruise.
That went over my head.
You're too young.
All right, I got one more.
Okay.
Burning Man Orgy Dome completely destroyed by winds. I'm sure everyone will find a way to come together and sort this out.
I think I got one more. Burning Man Orgy Dome completely destroyed by winds. When asked about the loss of one of his greatest competitors, Sean Diddy Combs told reporters, good.
Dude.
Allegedly.
Bro. All right, look forward to this meeting after work.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I would like you to look at it's a video, but really you just need to look at the thumbnail. That is a series of, I want to say about 30 to 50
what is this?
Full-size trucks, all parked on what's being called the Huangjiang Grand Canyon Bridge. It's in China. It is a bridge that, when opened, will be named the world's tallest bridge. And all of those trucks have drivers in them. It's a load-bearing test. They figured out what they figure is the maximum capacity of the bridge, subtracted by a bit, and then drove enough trucks to hit that weight limit to see if it would fall down.
What, do they draw straws to see who's going to do that?
The people driving these trucks, and then also, you can't really see it from here. If you want to see the video, text bridge to 762-555. But there are also just people, like, walking up and down, almost guiding the trucks, like those guys at the airport with the orange sticks.
So they're just testing to see if the bridge collapses or not? Is that what it is?
The goal is that they will all drive onto the bridge, which they completed this successfully. So everybody's good. But the reason they do it is because there is still, until they prove it, there's a chance that this thing would have just collapsed and all of these people end up at the bottom of the canyon.
That's a crazy job to sign up for, to be like, hey, do you want to drive across this bridge to see if it works?
Also, who do you think has it worse, first or last onto the bridge? Because I feel like if you're first and things start to go bad, you are at the front of the line to try and drive off the other end.
I mean, but if you're at the back and you see it ahead of you, at least you can, like, hit the Uno reverse card. And...
You're right. It's not first or last. It's right in the middle. That's the short straw.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, well, try and call my kids before I hit the bottom.
Yeah. What kind of life insurance do you get for having that job?
This has got to be one of the top 10 scariest jobs to do on the planet. Like, I never even thought. I've driven on bridges my whole life.
Someone's got to test it out.
Tall and small, long and short. I've never once stopped to think that at some point someone had to stand on here not knowing if they were going to walk off that bridge ever again.
Yeah, it's not the excitement of Mater in car. Like, I'm driving on the new road. Like, the whole time you're, like, white-knuckling, just...
I just assume everybody in these cars has taken at least 3 Xanax before getting behind the wheel, and they're just like, here we go.
Yeah.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
What's a job that takes some serious balls?
The dudes that are changing the light bulbs like over 1,500 feet in the air on those big old towers.
Oh, my God. Dude, anything with heights, legit, man.
Yeah.
Like those guys that got to climb wind turbines or radio towers, stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know if, like I said, I'm not afraid of heights or nothing like that, but that's not a job I'd be doing if I had a parachute.
See, but that's the thing. Like, when people talk about, like, I'm afraid of heights, they're like, oh, if I climb to the 3rd floor and look down, like, I get scared. Like, you can be perfectly fine with heights and then get to the top of a radio tower and be like, this is absurd. No one should be up here.
Well, yeah. I don't understand why someone would really do that, but I hear the money's really good, so I mean
the money's got to be good for, like, the risk for the reward, right?
Yeah.
I also just find it funny, like, the window washers on skyscrapers.
Oh, yeah.
Like, brother, I barely clean the windows at my own home, let alone going, like, 1,000 feet in the air.
Yeah, I can't lie. I don't think I remember the last time I went outside of my balcony and cleaned a window.
My 1st floor windows, I'll look at them and be like, who could possibly reach these?
Right.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I think you should text 762-555. I say, send a text right now. Ask us a question. We'll read it on the radio. Send us a text right now.
The head shaking was magnificent.
All right, let's get her going here. 762-555. First question in says, If two wrongs don't make a right, why do two negative integers make a positive number in mathematics?
Oh, that's perfect. Next time someone tells you you're being petty and unnecessarily negative, just tell them you're doing math. Tell them you're trying to sort out the equation.
If I'm not negative, how are things going to work out positive in the end?
Yeah. Also, I mean, I get, and like, I'll tell my kids the whole two wrongs don't make a right. But sometimes they do. That's the thing that no one wants to talk about is sometimes doing something bad to someone who did something bad does fix the problem.
Someone said, what can a bird do that a man can't? Fly?
Fly, I guess, would be the answer. Also, stand outside my house at 5 a.m. screaming at the top of its lungs.
Poop on cars.
A man can do that.
You can.
It just depends on how fast you can run.
We have more repercussions. We also can't sit on electrical wires.
Again, you can. Only once.
Sure.
Just once.
Yeah. Have you guys ever tried to wake up in a sleeping bag? Why can't they make them roomier?
I feel like the whole point of a sleeping bag is to be cozy, but also easily packed, right?
Yeah.
Like, if they were roomier, it would take up more room.
Well, the whole packed thing isn't true because once you take a sleeping bag out of that little bag, you can never get it back.
No. The little bag is just like, it's like a bottle of Crown Royal comes in the little bag. You're not meant to put it back in there. The little bag then becomes where you put other things.
Waking up in a sleeping bag is the worst. You go to bed and you're like, I'm so tired. And then you wake up and you've got like a branch or like a root in your nipple and then you're sweating balls and the whole tent stinks.
Yeah, that's not sleeping bags, brother. That's camping. Camping sucks and I'm tired of pretending otherwise.
When I drink grape juice, then go pee, where does all the purple go?
Oh, that's inside of you. That's part of you now. That's why your blood is red.
I've never thought about that before.
Why does it filter out all the color?
Yeah.
I mean, and honestly, because like there's other things that you'll eat or drink that will change the color of your pee.
Yeah.
So why is our body so efficient to get rid of purple?
Is the inside of your body just stained? You know how like if you have a sucker or you drink like a Gatorade or whatever, your tongue turns red?
I figured it out, man. I've been getting all these advertisements for whitening toothpaste on social media that talk about how the toothpaste is purple and that cancels out yellow, so it gives you white teeth. Your pee is yellow, so the purple is there. You just can't see it.
Did you just say that everybody is white on the inside?
That's not what I'm... No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. I was talking about color matching. Don't make this a weird thing. That's not what I said at all. It's not even a little bit what I said at all.
It's kind of what it sounded like.
Stop it.
This is the Brock and Delby Podcast.
Ed's word of the day.
See what he's got.
Good morning. Now today's word is sun-dry. Yep, sun-dry. S-U-N-D-R-Y.
Like the tomato?
And it's in, maybe it's sundry. Sun-dry, I think. It's dry shell out in the sun. We'll go with sundry. Anyways, it's including many things of different kinds, or various. Oh, that reminds me of the Far and Hamilton beers of the world. They had many kinds. Some better than others.
He didn't even use the word.
That's just about others. Have a great one. Cheers up.
He had a perfect opportunity to say they had a sundry amount of beers.
That's the best way that you could use it, actually, is this long weekend. If you're getting hammered, you'd be like, I had a sundry amount of drinks last night.
That's right. If you've got like all those loose singles at the back of the garage fridge or whatever from people coming over from various camping trips from whatever, give yourself a sundry sampler this weekend. Try a little bit of everything.
If you're a baby mama who's got multiple baby daddies, you've got a sundry amount of dads.
You have a sundry amount of suspects. Is what you have.
Yeah.
You're going to need a sundry amount of testing.
You may have been on Maury before. Sundry. Use it wherever you can. Right?
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby Podcast.